Excellent, young wizard! You have furthered your understanding of the art of storms. Come see me when you get the chance. I have something for you.
Potion flasks, like the one I just... Oh, and most importantly...
Congratulations! Not every title is as easy to gain as the one you have gotten. Good luck in the tougher challenges.
Jolly good to meet you, new student. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Arthur Wethersfield. I'm originally from Marleybone, which is a much different world than this. As a lad, I was always interested in magic, but they don't practice magic in Marleybone. When I got older, I spent many years studying here in Ravenwood. But for the past 10 years, I've been in Crocotopia. I came back to train students in a form of magic called sorcery that deals with the balance of all things. It is more advanced than the other schools and harder to master, but its power is unbelievable. Come by later if you want to learn more. Cheers!
Ah, a new student! Welcome to the School of Storm, also known as Divination. For those who have chosen to master this magic are known as Diviners. I am Professor Halston Baelstrom, Master Inventor. Oh yes, and Professor of Storm Magic. Who can master the power of the Storm Lords in the seas? Anyone who can harness their creativity. You look like a smart one. Check back when you're ready to start learning how to release your inner thunder!
Welcome, dear. I am Lydia Greyrose, your ice magic professor. Ice magic, or thaumaturgy, is not for you need to study. See me later when you're ready to begin your lessons. You have much to learn from ice.
Hello. Well, come see me after you have finished your tour. I'm always up for fanning the flames so students can learn more about pyromancy.
Have you come looking for the death school? So if you want, I can teach you some death spells or necromancy. If you're up for it, stop by any time.
Let me get... Well, if you wish to attempt to learn some myth spells, come back later and I will see how well you pay attention. Now, leave me alone.
Welcome, my dear young wizard. I am Mulinda Wu, professor of the School of Life. This school celebrates the living, evergreen power of creation and vitality. If you listen carefully to your surroundings, you'll hear life magic all around. Just a few notes can lift one's troubles, purify one's spirit, and restore life. Soon I will teach you how. Come visit me when you're ready to learn more.
Oh, good. Now you know where all your classes are held. I hope you liked all the Ravenwood instructors. If you want, you can wander about to see what all Wizard City has to offer. I should mention, though, there have been some strange events around town. Nothing serious. Nothing that a promising wizard like you couldn't handle. So, as a reward for your visiting all the instructors, here is a new spell card. Don't forget to add it to your deck. Oh, goodness. You've only just enrolled, and you're fast becoming one of our brightest students, young wizard. Dark times call for exceptional people, and I sense you're one of the best. Would you do another favor for me? You've demonstrated you're capable and unafraid. Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town needs help. I'd like to see what you can do. Go through the shopping district and look for the Old Town gate. Show Muldoon this letter, or else he won't let you pass. Congratulations, young wizard. Go look at all the spells in your...
Congratulations! You click. If you're high enough level, you can buy a personal house from the castle shop in the Wizard City shopping district. Talk to Buxley, and he'll show you what's available.
My name's Penny. I just got here to Wizard City, and I don't know what's going on. Nothing is like they said it would be. My parents told me all about how nice Professor Malastare was when they came here, and how I'd really enjoy his classes. I came here and he's gone. No one knows what happened to him, and even the whole death classroom is missing. There's just floating rubble. My application somehow got lost, and I don't know who to talk to next. Could you go ask the registrar, Mr. Lincoln, what happened to my paperwork?
Well, hello there. I've not made your acquaintance yet. It's always good to see fresh faces here in Wizard City. I wish I had studied to become a wizard instead of, becoming a town guard. Say, I found this book on one of the benches while I was strolling to work this morning. It looks important, and I don't have time to drop it by the library. Would you take it there for me?
Halt! Who goes there?
You show Sergeant Muldoon the letter from the headmaster.
This darkness has come upon Wizard City so quickly we're overwhelmed dealing with it. I'm glad you're here to help. You're that student everyone is talking about, aren't you? They say you're Wizard City's last hope. And you've just enrolled. You did a good job spooking the spooks on Unicorn Way, but evil is on the move. Wish down in one place, something pops up somewhere else. Now it's Old Town's turn. If we lose control of Old Town to the undead, all of the other streets will be isolated and will fall. Here's what we need you to do. Defeat Lady Blackhope and lock her in her tower on Unicorn Way. Do that, and I'll let you pass.
Mere mortals should not dabble in the affairs of the undead. Perish now, wizard!
So, you beat the ghost, did you? Very impressive. None of the guards were brave enough to face her. With Old Town secure, I feel better about letting you through to the other streets. But be careful, understand? Something's going on. This place is not as safe as it seems. I hear fearful rumors about a big nasty wraith named Lord Nightshade roaming around. My guess is that he's responsible for much of the trouble Wizard City now faces. There's a kid on Cyclops Lane named Nolan Stormgate. You should talk to him. He sounds like he's in trouble. He's dealing with the giants there and has been asking us to send students. Better go see what he wants. Susie Griffinbane is down on Triton Avenue asking for help. But we're spread thin with all the problems in Wizard City. I think her brother is lost or something like that. Can you help her out? One of my guards, Private Quinn, sent a message asking for aid. Can't spare any men, but maybe you can help. He's on fire, Cat Alley.
I am Balder Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I've just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares in. I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer, and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
Greetings, young wizard. So, you're interested in learning about crafting? Wonderful. Let's get started with your first lesson. The first rule is to have a clean, well-lit place to work. For that, you'll need a basic crafting table. I'm happy to make you one if you can gather the supplies. We'll need some mistwood. You can find mistwood growing all over Wizard City. Bring the mistwood back to me, and we'll soon have you a nice new place to work. That mistwood should do nicely.
Miss Tangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and saw. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table.
Now, with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work. Now, with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting, making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of Absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the athames. When you have made 2 daggers of Absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a Novice Crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck. I can't wait to see them.
Hey there, young wizard. How's it going for you so far?
You explain that Balder Goldpaws asked you to help set up trade relations between Grizzleheim and Wizard City.
That's great. Old Zeke's always happy to do business with the bears. Tell Balder I'll trade with him.
You say you are returning a book that someone dropped? You are quite a good sport to take time out of your day to do that. Thank you for doing that. Oh, hang on there. This book does not belong to the library. Inside the cover it states property of Sabrina Greenstar. She probably dropped it on her way to the fairgrounds. You best give it to her yourself. Hello there, young student. Welcome to the library. Can I help you find any book or card in particular?
You tell Mr. Argleston about the trade agreement Balder is trying to set up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would be happy to trade treasure cards with Grizzleheim. I wonder if we can set up a library exchange program.
You say Olivia Dawnwillow found this book on Unicorn Way? Well, I know it is not one of our books, for we don't have any of this kind of dark level binding. It must be enchanted. I cannot pry it open no matter how hard I try. Someone used some serious magic to seal this. They must not want anyone reading what is in it.
Boris utters some words under his breath, but nothing happens to the book.
Wow! This magic is strong! I think you should take this to Headmaster Ambrose. He should be able to open it. It must contain some dark secrets to be sealed with such powerful magic.
You say that this book was dropped on Unicorn Way by some stranger. It is sealed with powerful magic. This does not bode well.
The headmaster uses his wand to create a force field around the book. As he speaks his words of power, the book suddenly bursts into flame and is consumed.
By Bartleby, I'm glad I used a protection spell on it. That book had a trap spell on it. I think they knew that it would eventually be brought to me. If I were to guess, I would say this book was the work of Malistaire. Be on guard, for I am sure there will be more dangers ahead for us. Be brave, young wizard. I want you to introduce yourself to Diego, the Duel Master. He manages the arena. The arena is just inside the entrance to Unicorn Way, on the right.
Greetings. My name is Diego Santiago Corriquez Ramirez III, champion duelist.
The Duel Master bows with a great flourish of his cape.
The arena is a wondrous place. Students come here to hone their skills with magic, practice against others, and gain endless glory and fame. To try your hand against your classmates, enter the arena and step into the duel circle. If you train well, perhaps you can develop skills to rival even the great Malistaire, yes? What a duelist he... Oh, you should tell Ambrose to keep an eye on Cyrus.
Diego thinks that Cyrus is helping Malistaire cause all this trouble on Wizard City, eh? Oh, Diego shouldn't be spreading foolish rumors. Cyrus is a good professor. I trust him completely. I'm sure you heard that Malastair Drake used to teach at the Death School. He was once one of our best professors, very powerful and compassionate. He loved discovering secrets of power. The only thing he loved more than power was his wife, Sylvia. May she rest in peace. If only she was still with us, things might be different. But even death cannot be undone. Speaking of issues concerning Malastair, one of his favorite students, a boy named Duncan Grimwater, has been tackling a ghost problem over on Triton Avenue. Can you inquire as to whether he has heard anything from his old professor? We need to know if Malastair has been contacting former students.
What's that? No, I don't see any young student named Penny Dreadful in my books. Her registration must not have been processed. You should speak to Headmaster Ambrose to see what can be done.
Young Penny Dreadful of the Marleybone Dreadfuls? Oh, dear, that poor girl. Let me look around and see if it got misplaced.
Headmaster Ambrose rummages through one of the many piles of paper in his office.
Here it is. Her application got shuffled into a stack of other paperwork. I wonder if Gamma misplaced it. Oh, here it is. Wonderful. Please go and tell young Penny that we have her application. If there's anything else you can do for her, I'd be most appreciative. Her parents were both students here long ago, and we remember them fondly. It's just that Penny's arrival comes at an unfortunate time.
They found my paperwork? Oh, thank you so much. I won't forget how helpful you've been. I'll see you in class. Hello, Wizard. Thanks again for your help earlier. I'm enrolled in classes at the Dead School now. There's no classroom or teachers, so I'm doing an independent study. I need to write a report about different types of undead, and I don't know the first things about them. Could you help me with it? Could you duel different types of undead in Wizard City and let me know everything you can? Here are worksheets with the information I need. Just fill them out after each duel. Thanks.
Welcome to my shop, young wizard. Can I interest you in some furniture for your dorm room?
You tell Mr. Quickhammer about the flying boat with the trader from Grizzleheim.
That's great. I offer a selection of furnishings from across the spiral. Adding imports from Grizzleheim will certainly be good for my business.
Did you get agreement from the 3 merchants? Good! You have brought 2 worlds closer together. You have my thanks. I would like to reward you for your help getting your merchants to agree to trade with my world. Would you like to take a quick trip with me to visit Grizzleheim, my home? It will not take long now that I know the way. You can greet some tradesmen from Grizzleheim and see if they will trade with Wizard City. In Grizzleheim, speak to Thrain Stormfriend, Vider Silverthread, and Dane Goldright. Let them know I sent you with word of new trade partners.
You look like you could use a new rune-carved ring. I have just the one in stock.
Before he tries to sell you something, you explain about the trade agreement.
That sounds like a great idea. Sign me up. You should head back to tell Balder that we're willing to trade.
You there! Can I interest you in a new robe? This is a cold land, and you should try to stay warm. What size are you?
You explain that you're not robe shopping. You're here to set up trade with Wizard City.
Trade with Wizard City? I can certainly do that. I will have to get some smaller sizes in stock, though. Welcome, young outsider. Where are you from, and what can I do for you?
You explain that you're from Wizard City, and that you're here to set up trade with Grizzleheim.
Sounds good to me. I'll trade with anyone with gold in their pocket.
They are in agreement, then. Good news! We have done well this day. Ready yourself. I will take you home now. It was a pleasure working together. I wish you well in your future journeys. You may be unable to return to Grizzleheim right away, but when you do return, your visit will be marked by kind words and open hearts.
You must be at least 20th level to return to Grizzleheim.
Those are quite nice indeed. I am pleased to award you a Novice Crafter badge. Display it with pride. When you earn a new crafting badge, you can buy more advanced recipes, allowing you to create new and more powerful items. I said I could get you started, and you've certainly grasped the fundamentals of crafting. That's all I can teach you. To become a master artisan, you must learn the crafting styles of all the worlds of the spiral. If you wish to continue your studies, you should go to speak with William in Krakatopia. He will be happy to continue your training.